What it do, Snacker, Snack Guest, and Snack X's? Your boy Gage and Sin here
Yes,
with
sir.
another episode of Loading Snacks Reacts. We are going to be reacting to the Ubisoft Forward showcase that was live earlier today. We weren't around to catch it, so we're going to be
Unfortunately.
watching it for the first time now. You're going to be watching along with us if you're hanging out with us there in Chatland as we experience it for the first time. Give our reactions and then talk a little bit about it once we get through. Without any
Yeah,
further ado, Sin, let's get started, bro.
let's go for it.
But now, and I've always wanted to say this,
Okay.
it's time to join the crew in a galaxy far, far away.
Okay, so we're
Welcome
going
to
Star Wars
Ubisoft
first.
Forward.
No, I think it's like a compilation, like little thing to set it off. I don't know why they said it like that.
I mean, they're going to have to talk about
of
that.
course, yeah. Maybe that is where we start at.
You think they'll talk about the division?
That part.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Next Defiant.
Hold on, Nix!
And more. Where's Watch Dogs 4?
That's a
Oh,
good question.
we're going to open with some musics.
Are we not doing Just Dance?
Could be. Could still be.
You really could.
I guess I didn't quite realize this was actually like a live stage show.
I didn't realize it either.
I felt like this was going to be, a presentation.
Mhm.
But I wasn't expecting them to get down like this. Video game music has become so much more popular recently, as we're seeing more and more live performances of it. We get a good chance to enjoy it at MagFest every year.
Yeah.
Really beginning to be lauded for the true talent that it takes to put music together for a video game. It was pretty cool.
I concur. Hey.
That's pretty cool.
Solid.
I mean, they got the fresh hashtag up there, so you know. Not the work in progress.
Hey, new
Yeah.
record. At the top, where it should be. Let's go, Nix.
I'm gonna tell you that that's probably the most interesting thing. I love that makes video games canon inside of the Star Wars universe.
A different type of adventure. And as we journey across multiple systems, we will come across many
Oh,
opportunities
they
for
got a space
scoundrel.
puppy.
In Star Wars
I've never
Outlaws,
seen anybody play
one of the
video games
motivations
in
for exploration is to find elusive
Star
experts
in anything
scattered
in Star
across the
Wars, but
galaxy. These
Closest
experts
is that
will help
little
Kay pick up new
hologram
skills to
chessboard
survive
thing.
around the world.
right.
And,
Okay. Fast talk,
Here,
lock
we're looking for
picks.
a gunslinger who can teach us some new tricks. Our intel points to the Mos Eisley Cantina on Tatooine.
Of course,
So let's
Tatooine.
head back to our ship.
So I like where this is heading now that it seems like maybe certain skills that she can get are based on meeting the the right
It used to
people,
be a
maybe
refueling
adding people to a
station
crew.
that now acts as a
Something
trade
like
hub
that,
for
yeah.
illegal contraband.
Or her network or something like that.
It's a great place to resupply.
Yeah.
Come quick. These deals won't last forever.
Merchants are often affiliated with a syndicate and might offer you a special deal if you're in good standing with them.
Can I help you?
Okay.
This kind of business attracts all kinds of shipjackers, contract brokers, and corrupt officials.
Need your name cleared from the wanted list.
Got a feeling that's gonna be a problem for me.
Oh, what?
Your ship, the Trailblazer, is a refined EML 850, the last of its kind.
Okay.
On board, you'll find everything you need to finalize your preparations.
Where do we put the ponchos at?
Shut up.
Hey, Andy.
Hi, Kay.
I
I know
better not
it's
have
a-
no ponchos in this joint.
I noticed you could sit in all those different seats as I was walking up, which means you might have a crew at some point.
Yeah, it could just be
Each
maybe you
planet
could do
has its
something else
own
from those
system
seats.
for you to
Maybe not,
explore,
can't fly it.
and many opportunities
Yeah,
to
who
make a few
knows?
credits, which you can choose to engage with or not.
But clearly, you're flying the ship, so there's that.
Mm-hmm.
This is Kay Vess on board the Trailblazer. I'm coming to help.
The Trailblazer.
You know what? Not a great name for a Star Wars ship. I feel like
It's not. It's not.
Activated, Kay.
it's
but okay.
easy.
Yeah, it'll grow on me at some point while I'm playing it.
One down.
Distance.
I'll be honest, man. I'm not ever really super thrilled with like ship combat in these games.
As long as it's done right.
I'll take
Happy
Star
to help.
Fox.
And you can tell Gorak he owes Kay Vess a ship.
In space, your actions also have consequences and can impact your reputation with syndicates. This optional dogfight allowed us to improve our reputation with the Pikes while making a few credits.
Okay.
Spooling up the hyperdrive.
Now let's continue our
There's
journey
some extra
and head to
cash.
Tatooine.
Pretty sure that's going to be highly important.
All the time. I'm wondering whether or not there'll be instances where you might bring up your status with one group, but
The
down with
lower,
another.
yeah. I'll put 100% yes on that.
Tatooine space.
I'm with you, Brandon.
Edge of the galaxy.
Star Wars meets Mass Effect.
The tattoo
Little
system
bit.
is in the clutches
Especially if
of
you
the
get a
Hut
crew.
Cartel.
Ooh.
Our reputation with them is poor, so we best be on our way.
Okay, got a bad rep with them.
Is it seamless?
I wonder if you can just straight up fail a mission. Oh, this is probably a loading screen right here. You know what I mean? As you fly in,
Mm-hmm.
probably a hidden loading screen. It's kind of like how they do that thing where like they make you squeeze
Welcome
between
to the
rocks.
legendary
Yeah,
Ubisoft
something like that. But
And
that
it's
was
technically
clean.
a loading screen, but you're still moving.
of Scum
Yeah,
and Villainy.
that was clean though. It
Yeah,
felt
it's
like it felt more,
We could
you know,
head
instead of
straight
taking
to
you
our
out of the
destination,
combat and action, all that kind of stuff.
or
Better than
explore
Destiny.
what the city has to
Yes.
offer. Recreating this iconic city is a dream come true for our team, allowing us to show parts of Mos Eisley you've never seen before.
Room for one more?
There are many opportunities for a scoundrel, including working your way in with the Hut Cartel. Most of Tatooine's economy is under their control, even though the increased Imperial presence has been hurting their business. But first, we need to pick up the trail of our expert gunslinger. The best place to start is the cantina. By asking around, we learn of a pirate who is deadly with the blaster and who used to work for the Hut Cartel. Our intel leads to one of their storehouses.
I wonder if you do
located in
upgrades to the bike.
Southern Hills.
Probably.
Traveling
That'd
to
be
a
nice.
destination can be an adventure in itself. As you move across scorching dunes and dusty valleys, you'll quickly realize that this lawless desert planet still holds many mysteries. We've reached
Interesting
our
way to get off.
destination.
That was a real interesting way to get off of that.
And find our way into this heavily guarded fortress without triggering the alarm.
Busy place.
Hey, dog, video game characters, he's super strong, bro. That wasn't on the
Alright.
win. She was
Maybe
climbing
there's
like.
a data pad or something that can tell me who that old gunslinger is.
Nix, attack.
Get him! Teamwork.
Good
Them
job.
hands.
Slumped
It's
him.
a real uppercut right there. I wonder if there's an option to like do this at night. You know what I'm saying? And if it's
Oh.
Do you
different.
sense
Day
anyone
and night
close?
cycle.
Oh, okay. How is his thing for him allowing it to affect her vision? That's not stealthy. Oh, okay, yep.
That was.
I mean, it wasn't, but it was a one shot.
Right into the water.
Yep.
All right, let's see what we have here.
It looks good, that's for sure.
Yes, I got it.
100%.
Wait, Quint? That sheriff from Wayfar used to work for the Huts? I should talk to her.
Oh, come on!
Well, you're here now.
Well, we now know where to find our gunslinger. Let's get
I don't like that. I don't like that, dog. Like if you take the time to sneak to get in there, but then if it's like automatic that once you get the data pad or whatever, you're gonna automatically get caught. I don't like that.
I think that's what happened just then. I think that was supposed to happen.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's a problem for me. That's a problem for me. Kill that joint.
We need a quick exit.
Get on your little bike.
Might want if there's too many enemies around, can't summon the bike yet.
There it is. Oh. And my man was swinging in the cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
How did that joint just turn into a cutscene so seamless?
Dog.
Bro, that looks like
if they do that throughout the game, that's gonna be tough.
that was kind of crucial.
You again. If you're still looking for Haas, I haven't seen him.
Actually, I'm here for you. I heard you're the best shot on the planet.
Oh, and you want to be second best. Now is not a good time. The Huts are coming, and I need to get ready. Get your blaster out.
What we have just shown you is the beginning of one of the many adventures you can go on in Star
your
Wars
blaster out.
Outlaws. Whether you want to learn new blaster skills, upgrade your speeder,
Okay, you can.
Upgrade your speeder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's go.
or become an unstoppable thief. Finding an expert is always an adventure in a galaxy
I like that.
full of opportunities.
Cause I'll be honest with you, unless they tell you you can't do everything, I'll do everything.
What?
I'm gonna be the best shot, the most stealthy. This like I'm
Everything.
gonna be all of that. The best pilot, the
All
fastest
of
speeder bike. This side of the two moons of Tatooine. bro. Two
By the
suns
time
of
I finish,
Tatooine.
it's gonna be at 100%.
Yeah. It's interesting the way they kind of cut. I guess they're showing everybody in the room that same trailer on the screen. That's an interesting way to do it. Cool.
Surviving in the workers' district in Canto Bight. Seeing the rich get richer while pulling off small cons with your buddy Nix is all you've ever known. After crossing one of the galaxy's elite, you end up hunted, with your one chance of freedom being
It's a
an
dope screenshot
impossible
behind them.
task.
It is.
to pull off one of the greatest heists
That should be online
of
now,
all
hopefully.
time. To increase your chances of
I'll
survival,
find it.
you'll need to seek out elusive experts scattered all across the Outer Rim.
Oh, my man holding
From a
his teddy bear.
skilled
That's so
pirate
cute.
turned sheriff gunslinger to a sabacc high roller who has perfected sleight of hand, or even a group of scrap hoarding Jawas that can fit off-market parts to your starship. Follow
Yeah.
rumors whispered between locals, or a tip-off
I hope they give
from
Nyx
a
like different
cantina
skins.
bartender that will lead you to their
Yeah, green
location
one.
before embarking on shady
Of course.
and often dangerous jobs to grow from a street thief into a fearless outlaw. But as a wanted scoundrel, it's in your best interest only to stick around long enough to get what you need before jumping to a brand new location. Syndicates and their leaders such as Lady Kira and Jabba the Hutt have their hand in every part of the galaxy, from the darkest corner of Acre Station to the lawless sands of Tatooine. Build your reputation with them to earn lucrative rewards, or gamble everything, risk facing their wrath, and double-cross them to land yourself a big score. On behalf of Massive Entertainment, along with our co-development studios all across Ubisoft, and of course, Lucasfilm Games, it's my privilege to share another
What
look
up,
at this
what up?
childhood dream come true that we've crafted with passion and wonder. We hope you love it too. If you're willing to take the risk, the galaxy is full of opportunity.
You know. Okay.
Not too bad. How are you?
Yeah.
You know, living the gamer's best life in not E3 week.
Ever
Right.
open world Star Wars game. Set in the dangerous golden age of the underworld.
Golden age of the underworld.
Hey, I am so ready for this.
You play as Kay Vess, a scoundrel looking to start a new life. Kay gets pulled into a plan that will change everything.
I believe if you follow the plan, no one gets hurt.
Fortunately, she won't do it alone. From childhood, Kay and Nyx have been inseparable partners,
You're welcome.
helping each other every step of the way.
Mouth. Good God.
All right, distract him, Nyx.
I like that she has like basically a land roaming axolotl. Stop.
Kay and Nyx will have to constantly adapt to every scenario.
Nyx.
I need
you
one of
wanna do that
those.
for me? Come on, come on. Whoa.
If you don't want me to
Appreciate you jumping in. It's been a while.
get me out
Hopefully we'll get a chance to see you at some of the
Versatility grows.
upcoming
Gain access
conventions or
to new
something.
skills and more lucrative contracts.
Oh, I know who you are.
A friend needs a little something stolen.
And in this world, your actions have consequences.
I can't let you walk out of here. I'm gonna finish it.
Shame.
Oh, right in the chest.
Reputation is everything.
Where is he?
Ooh,
Oh,
The bigger the
right in
risk,
them lips.
the bigger the reward, and more attention you'll receive from some of the most notorious syndicates of the galaxy.
And how did you think it was going to end?
Tell the governor the payments will not increase.
It's up to you where your loyalties lie.
when I tell you that. Oh man,
Hey, Nyx.
Being wanted by the Empire brings a
Sorry
new
to hear
set of
that.
challenges.
definitely sorry to hear that, but glad you got a new gig.
Hell yeah.
Better to be working than
As
not,
your
for sure.
exploits grow, beware of who you cross.
Hang on.
You know, Sin,
Yeah.
Scattered
You're very
across
welcome.
the stars are unique
I'm
locations.
a little
rich
disappointed in
biomes,
how Star
environments,
Wars
and adventures to discover. Traverse
like
the lush
has
jungle
all
world of
these like
Akiva,
races of aliens, and they just always make
the
you human.
ancient city of Kijimi. The dangerous Savannah Moon of Tashana.
I get that. I get that. Maybe with the next open world Star Wars game we get, they'll do something like that where you can go through a really creative character. Like, imagine like a Star Wars game that's done like by the creators of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
That could be like, you know, fire, all different races you could choose, RPG kind of joint.
Yeah, I mean, I can see how maybe people might be a little off-put in some way by being at something else, but like, I don't know, and I also feel like maybe if they made you something else, then they would feel like, well, they have to give you force powers. And like, there's plenty of folks that don't have force powers, clearly are scoundrels just like she is, or something like that.
And if you're willing to take the risk,
I think this game will help with that. Like, no Jedi, no Sith. We're building up other types of characters without powers. You know what I mean? This can help.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we're gonna run into it, but like, I don't think they're gonna do the thing. I think a lot of people are concerned that they're gonna make her like force sensitive or something like that. I'm ready for that, man. August 30th. I would love to get this game. It's probably gonna be PS5 gen, definitely. PS5 and Series XS. But I tell you what, a Series S, not too expensive. You know what I mean?
Right now,
might be the way to go.
Taking off, not coming to work that day.
Oh yeah, August 30th is gonna be a problem. Well, we're gonna be busy all that week, bro.
Oh, that's right. Yes, August.
All month long, so it's gonna be a little tricky. But I mean, you can take the time off. One new map per month, bro.
That's like that.
I'm just still not quite ready to. But people seem to be having a really, really good time with this. That's a flag. It's not a new mode. I mean, I guess it's new for them, I guess, but I don't do Xbox. Never heard more sadly spoken words. I guess it's a matter of how bad you want to play Star Wars. An Xbox Series S would likely be the best way to do it. Small, compact, easy to move, less expensive, plays next gen. All the answers you're looking for are right there. Play in the next 48 hours to get a free eruption. Man, that's wild. What? I'm just saying. You do Game Pass, $17 a month, which is asking a lot. Hundreds of games at your disposal. It's like,
no brainer.
Yeah, I highly recommend you watch the Xbox conference from yesterday, and it might help you make up your mind.
They got nothing but fire coming.
Yeah.
The world we created. We've gathered a lot
Now,
of your feedback during
they got a lot of cojones talking about Skull and Bones, bro. But I guess
it's out, so you might as well, you know.
You don't have a choice, but
Season 2, Chorus of Havoc has just begun and introduces a new
Season
narrative
2.
arc with brand new Sea Lords, the Huback twins.
Hey, look, to be honest with you, it might be great. I can't.
With their orchestral fleet and reward you with new loot if you are victorious.
But they're so good at this kind of game. Like, I will say that, like,
The Brig. It's fast.
say what you will, but Ubisoft does live service games better than any major developer that dabbles in anything else. Like, there are companies that do live service stuff well, but it's like all they do.
No, I 100% agree. We've talked about like the way they're smoking stuff like For Honor, still Rainbow Six Siege. Like, I can fully agree and see that now that this game is finally out, all the jokes, yada yada. Looking at this season they got coming up, it looks good, even though I don't have the game and nothing like that. But it looks cool for something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do ship combat, and it, like this appeals in zero way to me. It was cool in Assassin's Creed, but not enough to make it a full game on its own technically for me. But I get it, bro. Like, people being in that world, building their stuff up, You know what I mean? Like,
The mysterious
Ubisoft seems to do really well with handling rewards and making you feel the progression as you play, as you do stuff. So,
you know what else they're great at? I will give them credit for. Like when they give you, like when they add skins to their games, they're usually solid.
Of course,
it's nothing worse than like let's talk about what was it? Marvel's Avengers. Terrible skin selection in that game. Terrible.
Yeah, because they all look the same.
And you're using Marvel. Like, how are you just? You have plenty of this right there to pick and choose from, and you're still failing.
Yeah, I mean, Ubisoft does a great way of cross, like feeding their own franchises in that way. You know, so you're always gonna get some sort of Assassin's Creed skins in one of these other
something
games.
Rabbids.
You're gonna get something Rabbids for whatever reason in one of these games. Right? They do that so well. So kudos, you know what I mean? I'm surprised they don't have a bunch of like Just Dance skins that look like the people with like the black faces and the really high bright colors or whatever. And those joints, like
people with the black faces, like hold up, man.
Brand director for Prince of Persia, and today I have 3 special treats for you.
Let me see all of these joints. I want all 3 of these Prince of Persia games. Let's go.
Players have gone on epic adventures.
That's right.
Through legendary Persia, embodying relentless princes, capable of defying gravity, running on walls, rewinding time to avoid traps, and defeating. The 35th anniversary of this iconic franchise, we wanted to give you new, exhilarating adventures. Back in January, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown released to critical acclaim from media.
I think they're about to do an update.
Today, Ubisoft Montpellier has a special treat for you all. Check it out.
Hello everyone.
Let's go.
Thank you for all the love you shared about our game and the free updates released over the past months. It's been thrilling to watch.
Let's go.
Wow, but the f***ing little...
Did you ever pick this up?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And now, have a look at our first title update.
Oh. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened, y'all. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. I'm going to try to get him back. Let's see. Nope. Looks like it's just me. All right. So we're going to pop that up and we're going to try to continue from where we left off. Let's see here. Try to get it right about the same spot. Sorry about that. Well, we're getting there.
The 35th anniversary of this iconic franchise, we wanted to give you new, exhilarating adventures. Back in January, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown released to critical acclaim from media and players.
Let's see.
Today, Ubisoft Montpellier has a special treat for you all. Check it out.
Hello everyone. Thank you for all the love you shared about our game and the free updates released over the past months. It's been thrilling to watch.
Wow, but the f***ing little...
Anybody who hasn't had a chance to play this game, it's super dope.
Able for free, called Divine Triumphs. And next, a glimpse of story DLC.
Okay. monthly content update. Guess I gotta update this. It is a really great Metroidvania. Super dope puzzles, great movement. It just feels really, really good to play. So, highly recommend it.
Okay, that looks clean.
Yeah. Welcome back, man.
I think this on everything.
It's on it's on Switch, it's on PS5, it's on Xbox.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's also on PC.
Yeah, Steam.
One new story DLC, I'm with that.
Look, like we were just saying, rabbits. I saw them in the chest.
I see rabbits.
But we are not stopping there.
Yeah, I know they have
Ubisoft
a couple
has
other
partnered with the indie studio Evil Empire
version games
to bring their amazing independent spirit to the franchise.
It's super good, like
the
super
Rogue
super
Prince
good.
of
Like if you
Persia,
like a good
which released just a
Metroidvania,
few weeks ago, is a
It was really good.
fast-paced action platforming roguelite. Throughout the early access phase, we'll be gathering valuable feedback from you all, while also delivering regular updates and
I
additional
would jump
content.
into the early access if I was a
Here's
PC
a taste.
player. I just haven't.
Okay.
Hi. We're
You know,
recording
you
this
can hook
just
up the
before
controller
early
to it?
access release,
Try it
where
that way?
everyone is in full debugging mode and completely freaking out.
Do
So by
what?
the time you see this,
Hook the controller
Rogue
up to the
Prince of
PC
Persia would have
and,
been out for 2 weeks
Oh
already.
yeah,
And it's time to thank you, people from the future, for all your love and the billions of sales we've made now that the game is bug-free and has 100% positive reviews. Today, I can happily announce that our first update, the Temple of Fire, is about to release.
No,
Check it out.
I highly recommend you get on this. And this is everything I've heard about this. Again, the people who are playing it now, the people who got to try it even before the trials live, like what's available now. Everybody seems to love it. The movement, the motion, the combat. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, yep, I need another Prince of Persia game, basically just like the one I already played. It's pretty dope. The Rogue Prince of Persia.
Finally, I will leave you with a glimpse of what we are calling our love letter to one of the most beloved games in the entire series.
Sands of Time remake?
One
They've been,
that I'm sure you'll
been
agree
doing this
is
one.
truly timeless.
See?
Thank you.
Yep. Ah, we heard what you did there. Yep. And I agree.
Movement. Coming 2026, huh? We'll see how that goes. Yeah, that combat, I'm trying to tell you, it's like
he's happy.
With Rocksmith Plus, you can learn guitar
not a
and
new
piano fast
Rocksmith,
anytime,
bro. I was
anywhere.
not expecting
From your
that.
PC, mobile, and now PlayStation. Discover thousands of hit songs from artists like Metallica, Tom Petty, Coldplay, and Linkin Park, with new songs added each month. Enjoy practice tools to hone your skills, like adaptive difficulty and tab or sheet music view. Whether you're a beginner or expert, anyone can learn with Rocksmith Plus. Plus,
I do love
get
the
real-time
Rocksmith
feedback
is
with personalized
actually
AI recommendations to grow your skills each day.
That's what's
And best of
always
all,
been the
new
dopest thing
users
about
can
this.
download Rocksmith Plus free with access to a limited number of songs, lessons, and features. Try for free today.
Rocksmith Plus. Is it where you discover Godsmack? That's interesting to me. But again, games like that, Rock Band,
No way.
Guitar Hero were really good for
No
introducing
freaking
people
way.
who otherwise never would have listened.
Oh my gosh.
This is the Avatar joint, right?
Yep.
Probably going to be saying that a lot.
Ain't good with it.
I got good.
Look, it jumps in Game Pass. I'll give it a shot. Other than that, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I was paying for Ubisoft Plus, I'd probably give it a whirl, but like,
Yes.
I don't love this world enough to like, yeah, I'm not on it. But
Slide and punch a guy. It's great.
What up, Eddie? I mean, if you are extra interested in a version like Metroidvania, or you wanted to see the
Star Wars
information, Star Wars Outlaws, which is really good.
Yeah.
And yes, it's a couple things.
The battle has been won.
Yeah, I know that can be a little off-putting for a lot of people when stuff is in first person.
And celebrate.
Alright, some new story content. That's cool.
Yeah,
so like,
I mean,
if you're into it, it's something to look forward to.
The way Ubisoft is like, everything we put out has a regular version, $100 version, and $120 version. That joint better have some
content.
Yeah.
They tried to
you feed me for the rest of this year with content.
Yeah.
But we'll rise stronger.
Ooh.
I mean, look, I don't know how well it sold. It's sold, but maybe enough for them to do this.
Well, who knows? This could have been in the pipeline before.
Say again?
It could have been in the pipeline before, like as they were making it.
Yeah.
Plans already do this. Yeah.
Nah, I'm sure it was. Like, again, we're seeing a lot of major companies back off of doing licensed properties because the money's not there for what it costs to make them and what they have to give up in terms of the percentages.
Mm-hmm.
Why we're seeing major companies like, nah, we're not doing that anymore.
It is the crew. I was right.
Hi everyone. What a first year we had with the Crew Motorfest. Season 4 will be the final update of Year 1 coming in July. It will be all about car customization and you will discover our latest playlist, Donk versus the Rider. Now,
I honestly wish I felt better about the way
I'm thrilled to give you a first look at our festival program for the year to come.
In
Year 2, Motorfest will continue to grow with our season,
like it's never felt good to me.
and playlist.
You know
we will
what?
start with Season 5 and a huge
selling
surprise.
point for me was what they did in part 1. Like, you drive across the entire United States.
World.
I mean, yeah, it's not actual, but like that was one of the selling points for me. And since they aren't doing that now, like I don't. I want to care, but I just don't.
For free. Season 5 with also
for them doing Oahu, right? Going to Hawaii, doing Oahu. Like they gotta nail it because we already played on Oahu. We already drove Oahu and they bodied it. Like
absolutely.
And it felt good to drive those vehicles.
Yes.
Like the crew hasn't felt good to me personally. Like the way the driving mechanics feel just haven't felt good.
We're driven by the chase. Always on the lookout. And once our target is in sight,
this is gonna be like the cat games, but with a dog.
It's on.
Oh no, there's a car. Okay. Sound good.
Kind of look similar to that last Need for Speed.
Yeah. Once I heard good things about it.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, it's in Game Pass.
I know. I've been debating on giving it a shot. Yeah.
There's no rest for us.
Need for Speed ain't been hitting for me for like a few decades.
The Chase Squad. I mean, okay.
Okay, yeah.
The Chase Squad will be joining Motorfest in November as premium PvE content. To find out more, tune in to our next The Crew Showcase in September. Thank you for watching and see you there.
So, another showcase coming in September.
Ubisoft original.
By order of the Emperor, my fellow Romans, I bring forth tidings of hope across our glorious lands. For For we stand on the threshold of a new age. Our streets shall be lined with abundance. Our fields shall yield bountiful harvests, and our coffers shall overflow with wealth. An era of prosperity dawns upon us, heralded by the arrival of a new governor.
You can take it from here.
Oh, new Anno. Interesting. I didn't expect that. I didn't first night. Oh, you put it up.
I love that trailer.
That was awesome. And about to talk about it.
Hi, my name is Manuel Reiner. I'm creative director.
And hi, I'm Hay Anderson, brand director. And it's with great pleasure and enthusiasm that we, on behalf of the Ubisoft Mind Studio, stand before you to give you a glimpse into the extraordinary new chapter that is Anno 117 Pax Romana, a fan favorite setting that's been highly awaited. Now, we'll be releasing in 2025 on both PC and console. But today, we embark on an unparalleled journey. Just imagine, it's the year 117, time of the Pax Romana.
Yes, and united by conquest, the Empire found its way to peace and become a cultural melting pot. Anno 117 Pax Romana will deliver Roman gaming experience unlike anything you have ever played. And for the first time in Anno, you will be able to choose your starting province. Either the mysterious Celtic wetlands of Albion, where no civilized Roman wants to be, or the traditional Roman heartlands, Latium, close to the hungry heart of Empire.
Manu, I'm so excited for this game.
Same for me.
And there are so many more exciting features and details that we'll reveal in time. So stay tuned for next year as Anno 117 Pax Romana will be releasing on both PC and console. But it's with great passion and excitement that we bring this 25-year-old timeless game here to the main stage.
June
at
18th,
Ubisoft Forward.
there's going to be a dedicated
and to our
live stream
core
for that.
loyal fans, a massive thank you. Because without you, none of this would be possible.
I think that's a terrible name. But I know that for the people that are into that kind of stuff, like the name,
it makes sense to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna get any new people in, basically. It's For Honor.
Yeah. It's like how I feel about the Haikyuu movie, like the dumpster battle. Like nobody who doesn't watch it knows what that means, what it represents, and it's a confusing title. So yeah, that doesn't do anything to help sell me on it.
Oh, I thought they were For Honor. Again, been holding on for them. They got a lot of crossovers in that game. There's a lot of characters in it. Shadows, first thing, what's coming up next?
Oh, that's a closeout.
That'll be.
Monopoly, okay. There could possibly be some coming to all platforms September 2024. Could be some extra lifeness.
What? Monopoly?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Monopoly just takes too long to play, though. Now, some Trackmania, we can do that.
We have done that before.
That Trackmania Turbo.
That was at 3 in the morning. We fight to stay up to save our life.
Bro, but it was so good.
It was.
Again,
it was
another joint, Riders Republic, with a new season. Like again, live service ones, like they just going really, really well, bro.
I wouldn't mind doing.
If it's your bag, they do it. Like all the different sports and stuff they've added to that since it came out.
I honestly wouldn't mind running that.
The Battle Core Arena joint, which is like marbles, but like it's a battle. It's a like think Fortnite. But they're all like marbles. Oh,
interesting.
People are like, it's incredible. Like, yeah.
All right. The other reason we're here for.
I'm here for all of it. Come on. We gotta let the orchestra play. You know they mean business right now. Let's go. Is there gonna be a just one more thing scene?
We are the shadows.
Yes.
That served the light.
The ocean's filled with new ships, but they all come from the same river. Greed, power, vengeance. We must learn to trust.
And follow the blade.
Together.
Ooh. All you haters, shut up. Let Yasuke cook.
Hello everyone, I'm Charles Benoit, Game Director on Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm very proud to be here today to present our dream project, a game that we have wanted to make for a very long time. Yes, we're finally going to feudal Japan at the end of Sengoku era.
Okay.
It was a period of war.
Just saying how we all
clans
feel.
were fighting for power.
There's
A
one
turning
drunk
point
man in
in
the crowd.
history, culminating in the unification of Japan. A period shaped by political intrigue, secret leagues, and battles fought in the shadows.
I feel
And a
you,
time
Cuddy.
where
Yeah.
the greatest warrior became heroes and inspired the most amazing and well-known epic fantasies, the samurai and the shinobi. Two perfect archetypes for our duo protagonist. You'll embody the deadliest trained assassin in history, the shinobi, with Naoe, a young woman from the mountains of Iga province, who was forced by
Iga
war
clan
to
dog,
learn
let's go.
the arts of deception.
Which means we're gonna be going up against
You'll
the
also
Koga.
experience Japan
Somehow they're
through
involved.
the eyes of Yasuke, an historical character whose legend is surrounded by mysteries. It allows us to tell the story of a foreigner who becomes a samurai under Oda Nobunaga, the most powerful daimyo at that time. Two protagonists with unique personal stories and views of the world. Once allied, player can bounce freely between both characters. Play either as Yasuke, a strong combat-focused samurai, or as Naoe, the agile and stealthy shinobi.
Then you understand what that hate
And
is,
as you
man. People
progress
just
in your adventure,
mostly
you'll
ignorant.
feel the time passing like never before. We're introducing a full year cycle where you'll be able to rediscover a location under different season and weather. For example, in
That's gonna be
winter,
dope.
ice may prevent you from going underwater. But as the season gets warmer, you can now use spawns to approach your enemies. Or if you
Find
rain,
chests
will
underwater,
help you
stuff
to
like
blend
that.
in the environment, to lurk or escape your opponents. You can also use your surroundings to your favor. At night, extinguish lanterns and destroy brazier to
beautiful
vanish in the
landscape.
shadows.
Yes.
Each day and season bring its own challenges. But today, I'm really excited to share an extended look at Assassin's
You know how many
Creed Shadows
screenshots
gameplay.
I'm gonna take when I get to the
You're
cherry
about to
blossoms?
see a sequence where Naoe and Yasuke are hunting corrupted daimyo through beautiful parts of Japan. You'll see the dynamic of our two heroes, and now they complement their strengths with the unstoppable force of Yasuke and the deadly skills of Naoe. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy.
All right, let's get it in.
Peace and war, benevolence and cruelty. I tread my own path in this divided land. Fukujiyama, at last.
So great.
The fields are busy.
I know the
Big
hoof
harvest
steps
requires
anywhere.
many hands.
That Barbara's a giant. Yes,
He
it's
thought it was
love.
a sword at first.
Oop, it's a club.
and merchant looks uneasy.
I will not tolerate this disrespect. No, please.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Pooch.
Well, you are a friendly beast, are you not?
Samurai sir, this way. I beg you.
Hey, his armor gonna be mean by the time you get to the end of it.
Behind you, little one.
Oh, Baba, I brought someone.
Ikimaru, I wonder where you went.
To go get us on the ride.
Ah, a samurai. One that does not hail from these lands.
I am a stranger, yes. But you have nothing to fear from me.
Ha! I have
Absolutely.
enough to fear from the
Drop a
men
link.
of Kuchiyama.
Yeah.
They abuse their power, taxing us again and again, leaving us all
DM it to me.
straps.
Oh, he just
I
sent the
bet
link.
they are in the
Okay, cool.
market now, along the main road. A stranger might make good merit, ridding a village of a threat like these men.
Is that so? Then I shall see it done. For this life, if not the next.
I put it in the private chat.
I see it.
Okay. See, these the type of assassins that I like. They're just out there living their lives and doing stuff, and you're studying their pattern and figure out the best way to get them.
The way Assassin's Creed should be.
Such beauty, shadowed by suffering. What is happening here?
This isn't your fight, samurai. I told you, keep walking.
What? Who are you talking to, Slim?
I'm about to beat your brains in.
Yeah. Oh, spilled all your fruit. That armor gone, baby. I knew it. Yikes! Looking at the ability options on the right. Armor gotta go.
Destroying that.
Make your peace.
What? Yeah. Oh, baseball star. Home run.
They were going to kill me. Thank you. There's another. Up the road toward the castle.
Wham!
A corrupt samurai named Fujioka.
Protector turned persecutor. Greed cannot rule this village. Not while I have breath in my lungs and a blade in my hand.
Oh, give me beats. Let's go. Okay. Mind you, we can go with the sword if we choose.
You will have to spill it first.
Oh, my man aimed him so hard he slid.
Who do you think you are? For the people? I am justice.
Okay. We got a battle. Target mark. You sure, bro?
I was going to handle that.
Too slow. What did you find?
The samurai has been stealing from the villagers. He has been starving the people here for some time.
So now we know who he worked for.
The daimyo in Fukuchiyama Castle.
We should go.
Not before we send our allies to look for him. He'll be difficult to find.
He's big as hell compared to her.
Yeah. Okay. We'll have a little more than that.
Daimyo. He's there.
Who will take the lead?
Yeah.
We can sneak in.
Or charge through the front gate.
Okay. Okay.
It's almost dark. No one will see me coming.
They will not stand a chance. But be careful in there.
Don't worry. I won't be alone. It'll be me and the shadows.
In the shadows. To serve the light.
Dig it. Hey,
I'll go
listen.
straight for the
You're
diamond.
gonna have to get you an Xbox
When
or a
fighting-
PS5 on the
Right.
PC or
You can
something. You
slice
might have
off
make a
the
move.
This is a day one. Ooh.
Alright, this is a day -0 because I know they're gonna have an early access.
Oh yeah.
I mean pre-order. So oh Lord. Yep. I'm done. I'm sold.
That's
Let's
it.
go.
That's
It's over.
it.
Yep. That's all I needed. I mean, listen, they can't do Spider-Man in that joint, but come on. That's what I'm talking about.
Get low
Come check out that Series S, bro.
Might be the
You're
move.
mine now, Snake.
Who did that?
Nobody. Keep it moving. Yeah.
Big facts.
Oh man, look, bro. Nobody get my money now. Nobody just go on the joint and make the purchase.
Yeah. This is coming home. Oh, we done.
Yeah. Who even thought?
You dig himself a trench with those nightly footsteps. That's poor grave.
A grave, huh?
I'm so interested though in seeing like if they give you the option to like replay missions or try it so you can see what happens like both ways. Come here, Slim. Talk about it.
She's quick with it. Like
Hey, bro,
even maneuvering them to a different location. She's quick.
Close that door. My man on some. Oh, right through the door. Right through the door.
Yep.
You already know.
He's coming. I need to hide.
Stop. You about to find that body? You better do something. She avoiding Slim? I don't understand.
All of you. First, Fujioka dies.
Yeah, she's after her target.
Hands of some stranger. And then you serve me scalding tea. Besides ruining its delicate flavor, I nearly lose my tongue.
Oh, absolutely. She's just super quick with her stealth
Fujioka
moves.
must have been the samurai Yasuke took out. Good riddance.
Take your time.
Let's go.
A daimyo like that deserves a slower death than the one I'm about to give him.
Crawled into the water. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's clean.
Bro, stop. Classic ninja skill. I'll get low. Alright, let's fight then. I probably honestly, like, playing it would have tried to find a way to take out all of them without alerting him and dropping all the bamboo.
I've shed all the blood I need. Time to go.
Yeah, I like that. You don't have to fight everybody. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Classic ninja skill. And then I'm out. Nobody needs to know anything. Nope, hop that window. Yep.
Mission accomplished.
Oh.
With the hammer.
Oh, let's go.
Look at Yasuke the Blicky.
Come on, bro. You know how I feel about the flintlock? The boomsticks.
You being allies then.
Yeah. Super clean, Cuddy. Super clean.
That's right. Right after Extra Life, we could dive all in. They got to worry about it.
Wow. Ubisoft Plus too expensive for me, but I get it.
Hello everyone. It's
My
a
man
pleasure
Eves.
for all of us to be here to celebrate our shared passion for games. I wanted to say thank you to all Ubisoft teams around the world. Their talent, creativity, hard work is what makes all of us and all this possible. So,
They got stormtroopers standing down there like security, knowing they can't hit anything.
Not a damn thing.
to all our players, thank you. Your passion is our driving force, and we can't wait for you to get your hands on the amazing games you have seen today. So thank you for watching. Thank you. Thank you to all of you.
Good job, Eve. And I know there's like a little after show. I guess we can. Yeah, it looks like there's like a 30-minute after show. I guess they do a little bit of a deep dive and so forth.
Yeah, they should have doing a deep dive of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
who knows what else, but yeah.
We're not gonna stay for that. But let's get some, overall thoughts on the showcase itself. How do you feel? Can you grade it?
Scale 1 to 10, I'm giving it like 8. Like it wasn't, Xbox. Xbox kind of just set the standard right now. Like, yeah. But Star Wars looked really good. I like what they had to show for it. That's one of the things I was looking forward to the most. Same thing with Assassin's Creed. Loved what I saw. Highly anticipating it. We got dates for both of them. Excited. Outside of those two, like The Sands of Time announcement, we knew it was coming, but that's cool. No real trailer, just something put together to let us know it's coming in 2026. So that's cool.
I don't believe it.
No. Come on, that we still haven't seen anything from Beyond Good and Evil 2 in like forever. Like, no, yeah. When you start giving us something like what you did with Star Wars and Assassin's Creed, full trailers, release date, all that type of stuff, I believe it then. But outside of that, they highlighted, what we talk about, what they're good at, their games of like service, what's coming for those games coming out for those people who play those and are into those with Skull and Bones, The Crew, and can't think of X Defiant is the newest one added to that list. So it's cool to see they're on top of it. New content is coming for those to keep pushing those because they have a huge fan base in those. Yeah, I thought it was solid, like an 8. I give it overall.
I mean, I'm pricing it like a 7.5.
Okay,
that's not, because of the show or the presentation. I think the two things that we really showed up for were there, right? Like that, at some point you figure, yeah, you do have to talk about this other stuff, but like we were there for Star Wars and we were there for Assassin's Creed, which is like, that's cool because technically Assassin's Creed is your tentpole, right? Like that really is your main thing, and then outside of that, Assassin's like Star Wars Outlaws, I guess, is like the Far Cry for this year, right? It is what they have when they don't have a new Far Cry to talk about, right? So having a team like Massive work on Star Wars when what they're known for within Ubisoft is working on the hold on, Cuddy said their service still has me playing Division for the story, and new season 6 drops tomorrow. Again, Massive is known for working on Division. Yeah, 7.5. That's how I feel. Look, Star Wars had a solid showing.
Yes.
I need to know what it feels like to play that game. I don't really think we got that. Like, we saw gameplay. It still is highly edited and highly, you know what I mean? Like, I can't quite figure out what that is. And because I can't tie the pedigree of the team to this kind of an open world game, I can't immediately get excited about it. Right. So it's like, it's harder for me to really do. Like, I like Star Wars, right? It looks really good. It feels like they're in that world, but like there are things about Star Wars as a franchise that just automatically feel good. The sounds, right? But like they give you that, like you know what I mean? Like, so the sounds and the look and the feel and all that kind of stuff, like it's there. Story looks like it's going to be there. I'm excited about the game, but I feel like I could just as easily be disappointed if I don't like the way it feels when it's in my hands, right? Right. So Doug saying, I feel like we didn't get enough.
That was the one thing, as to just piggyback off what you were just saying. One of the things I was paying attention to is when it comes to Star Wars, since they do those lasers, it's the impact of the hits. Like, does it feel good when I shoot somebody with one of their lasers? Because it doesn't always hit in their games. So I'm hoping when I have a controller in my hand and I, just feel how it works, I'll feel a lot better about it. But it looked like they were a little bit light on the impact to me with the laser shots. So,
I mean, again, for me, it's like, again, it's highly edited. And again, it's still a work in progress. But the game comes out in August. That's, for all intents and purposes, 2 months away, right?
Yeah,
and so
before we know it.
For me, when I watch something like this and I go, man, she got on her speeder and kind of took off, and it like immediately went into a cutscene. And for me, it's like, it's an open world game. So why did that turn into a cutscene? What does that really mean? Like,
right.
Yeah. Like, so like that feels fake to me. So right now, what I'm seeing from it, I don't believe. That's the problem. I don't believe what I'm seeing from the game, because you walk into a scenario, you sneak in, you get behind an opponent, you take them out. So you give me all the options to do stealth. And then when I get in and I finish doing the stealth part, all of a sudden I'm caught. And again, do I know if that's story related?
Right.
And so like, why am I bothering?
Cut that straight for the trailer. Anyway? Yeah.
And now I have to fight, right? Well, they want to show you that. So like, I need more of that. I need to know, like, if I'm going to spend the time and the effort learning from somebody how to be sneaky or stealthy or whatever, and putting points into that it's not just going to be for nothing. If I'm just going to automatically get caught up for a story reason, you're going to take that away. And when she walks outside and then goes, hey, we're getting overwhelmed, let me call the speeder in. Then she calls in the speeder and jumps on it. As soon as she jumps on it, she starts to take off. How is that a cutscene now? Like, that just, again, it doesn't feel right to me. So the reality of it is, I am like 86% positive this trailer was fake. That's how I feel, right? There are clear cuts in it. So, like, I know that there are cuts in it for story time and all that kind of stuff, but, like, you know, I don't trust it yet. So, like, it's really easy to allow the fact that it sounds like Star Wars and it looks like Star Wars make you feel like you're going to feel good about it the way you feel good about Star Wars. But
at the end of the day, this is a video game. We're here to play a game. So how does those game elements feel and work once we have our hands on it and play it and all that type of stuff?
I'm one of the only people who will be honest with you and tell you that Jedi Survivor does not feel good to play. It looks great. It sounds great. The story's cool. It doesn't feel good to play.
Let me say something probably for the first time ever. I'm playing it right now. We're watching what's the name. Like, it's perfect time. We put this on like Padawan, have a little fun, run through it, whatever. And I'm playing it, and no.
It's trash. It Star Wars Jedi Survivor, both games. They
in comparison to other games,
trash.
Other games I play in that same vein, like the stylish kind of action joints. Yeah, it's far below the bar. It is.
It's not as good as any Souls game. It's not as any game as any fake game that thinks it's a Souls game.
Ain't as good
it's
as
not
Devil
as
May
good
Cry.
as any first-person shooter Metroid Prime, which is also supposed to be like a third-person Metroidvania. It just happens to be Star Wars, and you have a lightsaber. It doesn't even come close. It doesn't come close to feeling as good as The Force Unleashed 1 or 2. Period.
No.
So, like, it's very easy to kind of get caught up in the, like, it's Star Wars. Star Wars is cool. Star Wars doesn't believe its own lore. That's how I am.
When did I say that?
Yeah. I mean, he probably thinks the game is good. He's never said, like he can never be.
Yeah, like I'm enjoying it and having a great time with it. But I'm talking about, like, as far as that third person action, sword swinging, yada yada. Like, it doesn't compare to any other one that I play.
It's not
hell no.
Cry.
Hell no, not even close.
It's not Ninja Gaiden. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not
Scarlet Nexus, like, which is on a lot of people's radar. Like, it's just not in that sense.
It doesn't feel good. Like, the pedigree for that developer is in first-person shooters. They're a developer that has their pedigree in first-person shooters. Period. They're the original Call of Duty team.
Yep.
Nevada team. They are the Titanfall team.
Yeah.
Incredible motion, incredible shooting, feels really good to control and run around and play. This is not their bag, and they don't do it well. I don't care what anybody says about it. It does not feel good. So, like, it makes it hard for me to play. It made it so difficult for me to play that I was angry about stuff like, why am I running around trying to get ponchos to look different when they don't do anything or don't mean anything? Because it does not feel good to run around. It doesn't feel great to use force powers. It doesn't feel good to wall run. None of it feels good. It doesn't feel good to run and jump and swing on a vine. Like, none of it feels good.
Mm-hmm.
So this game, for me personally, is under the same scrutiny, but maybe even more so because the team that's making it, to me, is really striving to do what I consider their first true open world game. And I don't know if it truly is open world because they didn't show us that. They showed us cut.
See, that's why I was asking questions about, like, with like trying to land the ship and everything. Like, is it seamless? Is it not? Are we getting that Destiny kind of, like, look to it? Like, yeah, I need the actual game in my hand to answer those questions.
If you tell me it's open world, then when I leave from a point where I'm completing a mission, it doesn't turn into a cutscene. That happened multiple times during this gameplay demonstration. It basically turned into a cutscene where now you're looking at it from a completely different angle, and it's like, well, how could it be that we're seeing it from this angle. If you're supposed to be controlling it, it can't be that, right? You're giving me an overhead shot. I am driving on my speeder bike through this terrain, and now we cut to an overhead shot. How? Unless that specifically is like tied to story somewhere. And
right,
so
cutscene or something like that. Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not open world. I'm saying they didn't show us that. I'm saying they didn't prove that. And I'm saying that I don't necessarily believe that that's the case until they actually show it to me. And so right now, they went out of their way to specifically say this is the first open world Star Wars game ever. That's what they said. Not that MMOs don't exist that are like technically open world, right? But I guess there's loading screens between the places you go and jumping on your ship and getting from one place to another.
That's what I want to know. If it's open world, if I'm going from Tatooine to somebody else, am I jumping through 50 load screens? And
I mean, you're definitely going to jump through a load screen, right? Because you're going to warp there. You're not going to fly straight there, right? Yeah. But somebody's going to try it, right? That's the first thing they did in No Man's Sky, right? Was like, I'm going to try to actually fly there. Like,
you can. It's going to take literal days to leave your Xbox, PlayStation on and just do it. Yeah.
And somebody will do it. So, like, I am being very cautiously optimistic and tempering my expectations for what Star Wars is going to be. Assassin's Creed is a whole different ballgame. I know what to expect out of an Assassin's Creed game and out of those teams. I have been truly longing for Assassin's Creed that feel like the old Assassin's Creeds instead of the ones they've been giving us, which are basically just RPGs that don't really have anything to do with assassinating people, right? Like it's not really, these are not really Assassin's Creed games. They're open world games that are third person action games that allow you to build your character and you have the RPG elements and so forth, but they're not Assassin's Creed games. They just happen to have looped a blade in with it, you know what I mean? A hidden blade in it somewhere and tried to tie it into the lore. That doesn't really make it a game. I would rather you call it a spinoff than actually say it's an Assassin's Creed game. This is what I've been waiting for. Mirage was more of that. And I think Mirage was a good proving ground for like, we still have the stuff. We can still do this, right? We don't have to rely on what we did. Again, I loved Origins actually, but Origins actually still felt more like an Assassin's Creed game. It was that first kind of foray into getting a little bit more into the RPG elements. Once you got into Odyssey and then into Valhalla, they almost got rid of everything that made those games Assassin's Creed games. I'm not saying the games aren't fun. I'm not saying they're not good. I'm saying they're not Assassin's Creed. They just have the name. They are Assassin's Creed in basically name only. And so that doesn't feel the same to me. This is it. This is let me be stealthy. Let me be in the shadows. Let me decide if I want to brute force it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
those are the elements that I'm interested in. And of course, we are finally getting what everybody has always said, the perfect Assassin's Creed game. Let's go to Japan. Let's be ninjas.
Yeah. I'm super excited. The location that I've been one of those people who've been saying since day one, we need to go to Japan with this, and we finally are. So I'm thoroughly excited about it. And I agree. Bringing back those, like we saw in the gameplay we saw today, just kill this dude. He's doing this thing around the town. I love going back to that style of assassinating. Okay, let me get on the roof. Let me watch him. Let me see what he's doing. Let me make my plan of approach, but still having. I know you don't like him, but some of the new elements that came from Odyssey and Valhalla that I enjoyed playing, like a combination of putting all that in one to get back to being an Assassin's Creed game, as you put it. You're keeping that new stuff, but you're bringing back the old stuff that makes an Assassin's Creed game.
I'll be honest. So, I don't even think they're really getting into that stuff that like you can do with Yasuke was always there. I shouldn't say always. In a lot of the later games in Assassin's Creed, you could make the decision if you just wanted to shoot someone or if you just wanted to run up and fight everybody in the room, you could do it. If you got good enough at the parrying and the fighting and so forth, you could go in with different weapons and you could bang them out. You could just fight them if you wanted to and still assassinate your target. You still had the option to choose how you wanted to deliver the assassination, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those things existed in Syndicate. They existed in Brotherhood. They exist, like, you could still do those things.
Ooh,
the later games took away so much of the stealth elements. It's not that it's not there at all. It just was a lot less of that focus, right? And so, again, we're not even really feeling like we're within the assassin storyline. We're just doing something different and then finding a way to kind of tighten it, you know what I mean? Tie it into it. Which, again, to me makes them feel more like they are side stories or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I always at some point get to a point in Assassin's Creed games where I'm like, you know what? For this dude, we're not sneaking. I'm not gonna try to get in and take him out and throw a dart at him or poison him or whatever and get out without anybody knowing. I'm gonna go body his whole squad. And I just go do it. And sure, there are gonna be moments in this where the decision to do that mostly will be, are you choosing this character or are you choosing this character? Which I like. I loved having the brother and sister twins to use in Syndicate, but they really played exactly the same. You didn't really have a difference between them, but I still played them differently. I still treated them like they would have approached the things differently.
That's what I 100% do, and I'm gonna do the same way with this one. Like, nah, after what happened in the last story, little cutscene. Nah, me about to go through and handle these dudes. Like, no stealth. Yeah.
We're about to go do some damage.
Yeah.
So, like, that's what I'm looking for in this. As far as everything else that Ubisoft showed, I'm happy for the people who are playing Skull and Bones. I don't care, but cool. They got a new update coming. That's great. Crew Motorfest. Again, I'm happy for the people who are playing and enjoying it. Clearly, the crew has been successful enough for them to keep running it. Yeah, see? Doug says he played them the same. Like, he played them completely opposite.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. When I was playing with one of them, like, I'm gonna shoot you. I would be you always, my gun's always loaded, and I'm gonna shoot you. And with another one, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna sneak and creep and whatever. I just chose to do it that way. Here, you're gonna have less options as far as that's concerned, right? You're either barreling through the front door, or you're creeping across the rooftop and sticking to the shadows and sneaking under the water and breathing out of it, bro. Like,
that was cold. Yeah.
It is
those stealth. That was. I want to see what new stealth ways of approach they added, like the read under the water and stuff like that. So
perfect. For everything else, like, again, I'm glad X Defiant is doing well for them. For the people who are playing X Defiant, great. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Keep that up. Now, the Prince of Persia stuff. Again, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is an incredible game. It is. Again, if you like a Metroidvania, if you're into the movement and the combat and so forth, it feels so good to play. I'm super interested in rogue. Like, I don't really do roguelites, but I'm interested in that for the movement, for the, like, right. And that team, that's what they do. That's what they're really good at. So it's kind of crazy to get two side-scrolling Prince of Persia games like 8 months apart. You know what I'm saying? Made by two different teams, but that look and feel so very different. And the fact that we're getting like story DLC and so forth, cool. I'm excited about it because I enjoyed it, right? But again, for like the crew, I don't feel like it drives well. I haven't tried Motorfest. I didn't because I didn't like the way it felt to drive in those other games. We played them, we tried them because it's like, yo, let's all jump in and drive across the country and you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I'd rather play Trackmania. I would rather play Trackmania.
I'd just go do some races in Grand Theft. Like, yeah.
Which, you know what I mean? Like, if you're not gonna give me a Midnight Club, then Grand Theft is all I got.
Grand Theft it is, yeah.
So yeah, like I didn't hate it. I just think probably the most important thing that we got out of this conference was Star Wars, and I think a lot of that was fake. I just don't trust it yet. Obviously, the second most important thing was Assassin's Creed, and I kind of already knew. Like, yes, we got the more extended gameplay, but like we got a good look at it at the Xbox showcase. We'd already had a trailer. We already kind of know what we're looking for. So it was good to get something more in depth and see some more in depth, but like they kind of stole their own thunder to some extent. And look, again, like we didn't watch what they did for 30 minutes after that, where they did more of a deep dive. So like, I am interested in going back and seeing that. I'm talking about the conference as it is, the conference itself. I can go back and get again because I'm already excited for Assassin's Creed. So yes, I want to see that. And if I was grading for Assassin's Creed, joint might be a 10. To be honest with you,
but we're just grading it as a whole itself. So
if I was grading it based on Star Wars, this joint would be like a 6. Because I don't feel like they really showed me much I haven't already seen, aside from the fact that like they hadn't really explained prior to now that like you could go and like find the best shot in the galaxy and go learn a new skill from them, right? And that you're gonna work to do that. All the other stuff, like being able to kind of increase where you are with different factions and stuff like that, that's all stuff we already knew, right? How you can use your pet, that's all stuff we already knew. We had already seen it. Her having a grappling hook, we'd already seen it. Her on the speeder bike, we'd already seen it. So like none of that was all that exciting to me, right? So, and you know, look, if you're going to wow me with a Star Wars game and you're going to show me how good something looks in locations, you don't do that with Tatooine. I have seen it a million times, right? We tired of saying sin?
I can't. I'm so over saying it's ridiculous.
I'm good. And like, I understand that like it's a scoundrel and we feel like we can't do it without having the Hutts involved. And if you have the Hutts involved, you kind of have to have Tatooine because that's basically where they're always based.
There's galaxies far, far away. We can pick a new galaxy to.
There is a planet in this galaxy far, far away. We just feel like we have, like, I'm not saying it's not cool to visit planets we've seen or to have things we're familiar with.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah.
But like, and look, I heard them say it's a dream come true for us to be able to recreate Tatooine in game, in engine. I get it. Like, you're a Star Wars fan, you want to make sure you get that right? Look, if I see one again, like, bro, there are only so many environments you can go to. We basically looked at all those environments while we were watching the Assassin's Creed Shadows trailer. They showed us snow, rain. So, like, you can put us on a Star Wars planet where it rains all the time. We've seen that before. You can put us on a planet where it snows all the time. We've seen that before in Hoth. You can put us on a planet where it's raging lava. We've seen that before. You can put us on a planet where it's all desert and it's awesome. We've seen that before. You can put us on a planet that's all forest. We've seen that before. So, like, the environments and what you can show, what you can do that's different or is brand new. We've seen planets that are all city. That's just so like, no, you're probably not going to wow me with it, so to speak. Right. But like, of all the places, bro,
we don't got to keep going back to the fucking desert.
Of all the places, bro, like we can't even have like a Battlefront game where we just running around and shooting each other without them putting us on a sand planet. So like, it's just, I'm not impressed.
Coruscant could have been a good place. It's levels upon levels upon levels. Like, that could have been a great place to explore the bottom levels, scoundrels. It all goes in perfect. But hey, you know.
And I'm not saying we won't go to some of those places. And again, I'm not saying I'm not impressed with how good it looks in game for them to have recreated Tatooine the way they did. But
swamp. And all we got to see is a swamp of Dagobah. Who knows what the rest of the planet looks like?
Sure. But listen, for whatever reason in Star Wars, every planet, the whole planet is that.
It's like that,
There's no bio like on any other planet. It's all the same. I don't know, dog. Like, again, as much love as I have for Star Wars as a property, right? It's easy for me to get excited about a new Star Wars game that you're saying is open world, where we're finally not going to have to be a Jedi and deal with force powers. Let us do other things. Plenty of people in this galaxy to tell stories about. But like, if as a creative, as a storyteller that has an opportunity to tell a story within this vast universe, right? If you're going, you know what I want to do? I'm tired of seeing stories about Jedi all the time. I'm tired of seeing Force users all the time because there's all these other people to explore who have to live in this world where there are people who can do this. And then what you do with it is you show me the one planet in this vast universe. So you're good on the diversity of abilities and people. You still give me a human being. I'm glad it's a woman. I don't have issues with that. I'm actually excited about that. But bro, with all of the alien species and so forth we have, do we have to basically have a young female Han Solo in order for this game to be like, so like, nah, right now I'm like a 6 on it. I'm gonna play it. This it's not that I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm going into it right now with like, I'm gonna buy it with 6 expectations.
Okay.
And hopefully I come out of it at like an 8. It's not gonna be a 10. And that's cool. Hopefully I come out of it with an 8. Hopefully I have really good emergent stories that, because I went and did this because I wanted this specific ability. So my playthrough and my play style is different from Sin's play style. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Same thing with Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah.
What decision did you make when you decided to go and get this person? Which one?
I'm looking forward to those conversations. Looking forward to that. Yeah.
It makes me go back to when they did Assassin's Creed Unity.
Okay.
For all of the technical issues that game had, I enjoyed the game. I love that they attempted doing multiplayer within the story of the actual game. And I like that you could rate / rank. If you remember, when you finished a mission, you could rank it. How did you like this mission? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Blah, 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 right? But you could also go back and replay those missions. That's what I want. Are you going to do that? If I chose to go with Yasuke for this, now can I go back and do it from a stealthy perspective just to see what the difference is or something like that? Or do I have to start my playthrough over again? And
I feel like there might be some way outside of the animus to go in and replay those and try them from a different angle. But probably whatever your story run is just going to be your story run.
Right.
I think it'll probably be something like that.
That's basically what they did with Unity, was like, because of the animus, you could go back in and replay, you know, a story or whatever. Which again, I think is a cool aspect. And I'm very interested to see whether or not they actually talk about that or touch, you know, that at all. So One True Cripple says, okay, which character in AC are you both looking forward to playing more than the other? To be honest with you, I don't really. I want to be a ninja. This is a real thing. Like, I've wanted to be that ninja in Assassin's Creed since like the second game, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's more. I really feel like Sim was saying, for me personally, it's going to be about how the story is unfolding. Like, if I feel like one of the two of them should have the personal vendetta or something like that,
yeah,
based on what the person we're attempting to assassinate did or something like that, I'm probably going to feel like, nope, this one, we're going in essentially guns blazing. We're knocking the door down, kicking the door, waving the 4-4. Let's get it.
Yep. Definitely. I'm gonna play it the same way. I might lean more towards Naue, but that's probably because I practically play only female characters. So,
well, that's true.
Yeah. So just seeing her, I'm like, oh, ninja girl. That's where I'm gonna be at. But like, I'm gonna love playing both of them. And just that whole them working together, dual protagonists. How you want to approach the mission. I'm gonna take advantage of every last second of it. So whatever feels right at the moment, that's the way I'm going.
Yeah, this game has multiple playthroughs on it written for me based on what I know. And again, maybe I'll have more information. I'm going to go back and watch the little deep dive or whatever on it because I'm going to want that information. Again, when I look at what the rest of this show was, Rocksmith, I mean, again, I'm glad they talked about it for the people who are into it. Avatar, I could care less, but I'm glad that if you spent money on it, they're giving you something. They're talking about the DLC that's there.
Yeah.
Crew Motorfest again, not for me. Anno 117 Pax Romana. I mean, all right. Yeah, I mean, okay. They literally brought somebody out, walked them on stage, and had them say, "We're doing this game," and then they left. Like they really
that was it. Yeah, that was it. Like no gameplay. Like just this is a thing. It's happening. You're welcome. We know how much it means to y'all. Okay. Like,
and you follow that up with Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, like, nobody's thinking about that after Assassin's Creed.
If you remove from this showcase, we'll call it, for lack of a better way of saying, conference, whatever. Mm-hmm. If you remove the live music from the showcase, this joint's easily like a 6.
Yeah, the music was slapping, and it was for Assassin's Creed and Star Wars, the two big ones.
Bro, if they'd have said,
but they body those live.
If they had announced we're doing a deep dive on these two things, or these are the two games we're focused on, and we're not really talking about our other stuff, I'd have been like, cool.
Same here,
right?
Yeah.
And again, if one of them shows like a 10 to me and the other one shows like a 6 to me, we had like a 7.5 or 8. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I think overall the conference was like a 7.5. That's where I'm at. I want more information, and that's kind of what the point is, right? Like the point of this is to leave you wanting more information. The interesting
get the people talking, yeah.
Thing I want more information about, they're giving to you right away. So okay, I just didn't watch it yet. I will. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's fair. Again, we're only off by like a half a point.
Yeah.
So
same ballpark.
Right. So since of the 8,
yeah.
Since of the 8, I'm at a 7.5. And honestly, I'm probably being a little generous.
You are.
I a 7.
You are.
I really a 7. You know what I mean? Like Assassin's Creed saved it. We knew it was going to be there. But
yeah,
it could have had a stronger showing. It had a strong showing. So I'm like, again, I'm not mad at that. But I also believe they could have very easily, and like I understand it's their own thing, they could have very easily let Xbox show one of those. They gave them a trailer for Assassin's Creed. They could have very easily let them do one of those and gave one to Jeff Keighley for Summer Game Fest on Friday and not done this conference at all.
Very true.
They could have peppered all the rest of the stuff they talked about into announcements and dropped trailers throughout the rest of this week. Gave them the IGN for their IGN Live for all week, and they didn't need to They did not need to do this.
See, when you put it that way, I agree. They could have definitely gave one to Xbox, put one up there with Jeff Keighley, knocked it out the park. Yeah, and when they had to spend the money to do this.
For real, like I'm just saying this could have been over Friday. You know what I'm saying? Like this could have been done.
Right.
Friday, we could have talked about it. It's in the ether, and we're good. You know, like we didn't like this personally. Again, mostly unnecessary because the information we got outside of what we got for those two games was more or less not that big a deal. And Prince of Persia was only as significant as it was because they talked about 3 different games for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is the 35th anniversary, so you should be doing something for it. But like the game you really were supposed to have for people to be able to play the remake of Sands of Time, you had to restart. It showed terribly the last time you showed it. So you canned it, started over. Now new studios got it. So I'm glad it's happening. But the 35th anniversary is this year, and that game's not coming for another 2 years.
Yep.
I can't be excited about that.
I'm not for
All at me when you can show it to me. You can't.
Ubisoft has a terrible time with that, announcing stuff way too freaking early. Way too early. I get it. Yeah. It's the anniversary this year, so you got to say something about it. But you know,
again, I'm not. I mean, I am poo-pooing it a little bit, but like, You come out, you have 3 Prince of Persia things to talk about. I think that's cool, right? Again, Prince of Persia is a beloved franchise for me personally. It's one of the first games I really remember playing. You know what Jordan Mechner did with that game when he first did it. I'm in there, the rotoscope, look, all that. Cuddy said they needed to plug the Plus subscription, not for me, even with 4 months free. Look, it popped up towards the end. You know what I mean? But like again, like you spent the time and money to rent a place and bring people in and pay people to do live music for this conference. And yeah, you didn't really plug your subscription service. There was no
time,
like,
yeah.
All these games are coming. Jump on Ubisoft Plus and you get them at no cost with all the DLC and blah blah blah. Again, it's like $18 a month. But if you're gonna, but like if you think about it, and I weighed this, right? So we talked about this before. If you want the full edition of Assassin's Creed, it's $130, I think.
Yep.
It's either 130 or 120, but I think it was 130.
Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah.
Which is crazy. Because you're $10 shy of 2 $70 titles at that point. But let's just say you're only talking like, I'm just gonna buy the base game, $70. If you're gonna do Star Wars and you're gonna do Assassin's Creed, that's $140. Saying I'm gonna do some quick math. What's 18 times 12?
24? No.
What? No. You have a calculator, bro. Like I really was doing it expecting you.
Yeah.
I wasn't. 10 times 12 is 120. 20 times 12 is $240. And, give or take $2. You know what I mean? You're still paying a lot more than that at $17 a month. Now, depending on how you do it, right? As far as I know, if you do that, you can play them on PlayStation, or you can play them on Xbox, or you can play them on PC. You do have the ability to save and pick up wherever you want. So like the Prince of Persia joint, you can play it on Switch, pick it up, play it on your Xbox with the same save, pick it up and play it on your PlayStation with the same save. Like you can do that. So like if you're fortunate enough to maybe have a PlayStation upstairs and an Xbox downstairs and a Switch when you go somewhere else, cool. Right? Just pick it up and play it wherever you happen to be. I think that there are some benefits to that. If you're a person who is going to, I have to double check it. I can't really remember now. I think you get the biggest version of every game. I think that when you pay that to them, you're not getting the $70 version. You're getting the $130
the legendary edition.
All the DLC, you're getting all right. So you're getting all the skins, all the DLC, all of that, right? And so if you're talking $120, $130 for each one of those games, now you're in that same territory. Plus you have access to all these other games, which like you might find something that you really enjoy playing. Maybe you are jumping into something like Motorfest or one of these live service games that they have. Right. Skull and Bones, Riders Republic, something like that. Right. Now, like look, if you are doing that, and you don't have to pay for any additional DLC if that covers things like extra skins and all that kind of stuff, I don't know. Right? You have to, figure that out. But I do know that if you're on PlayStation and PlayStation Plus, I believe there's a discount for Ubisoft Plus. I believe. But don't quote me. But again, they're not talking about that. They didn't do that here. And maybe it's not the right place. Right, to get into like their subscriptions and stuff like that, but for all intents and purposes, that money to do something like you're doing has got to come from somewhere, and clearly they're making a lot of money in For Honor because that joint is old and crushing,
and it is working.
They're making a lot of money in Rainbow Six. Go look at the DLC for Rainbow Six right now. Go look at the DLC for For Honor right now, and it's like, those are games that came out on like the Xbox One, like 360 era or something like that. Like they've been around a long time. So that's cool. You know what I mean? And I got a feeling that like if they keep doing what they're doing, Skull and Bones will be around for a long time. The Division has been around for a long time, right? So I'm not mad at that. There are people who are in those communities having a good time, putting money into them and continuing to play them. And I'm not mad at that. The rinse and repeat gameplay of a Ubisoft game, there is something to that. It
works. They got
like
it.
going home. It's it's
got it
feel
figured out. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, jump in and play all the Far Cries and play the crew and play. You know what I mean? Like I'd be with it. I'd probably talk myself down to a 7, but let me just be honest. Probably talk myself down to a 7. But I don't know, man. Do a Ubisoft Plus and then get all the Just Dances, and you got all the songs. Cuddy said, "I am die hard with a few of their titles. I don't think every year is worth that sub. Interesting if it is the highest version of the games, though." Yeah, I mean, look, I think it's worth looking into, right? Because being diehard on a couple of their titles, but then still having the freedom to dabble into their other ones, you might find something else that you might become diehard on, or you might just want to really be in that world. Like all of the Far Cry games, at least from like 4 on up, all have co-op. You know what I'm saying? In some way, and all have major DLCs that are great to play. And you're talking games that are 40 to 80 hours. You know what I mean? If you want to go in and do everything. So like you could certainly get your money's worth by doing that if you enjoy those games. They have a really good cadence, it sounds like, put together for how they are making and releasing their games. So the timing sounds really good, and what their plans are for Assassin's Creed. We have like 3 announced Assassin's Creed games, if you include Shadow. At least 2, because Shadow was Assassin's Creed Red. There was Hexen, which is like the witchcraft based one, which I'm like, what is that? You know what I mean? Like, I'm excited for whatever that's going to be. They were supposed to be, and maybe they still are doing like some sort of like an Assassin's Creed Infinity, which I think was supposed to be some sort of a hub for Assassin's Creed, but we don't know exactly what that is or how that's going to work. But like, even if you just like Assassin's Creed,
and Jade, the other one?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like,
that one. Yeah,
there's 3 Assassin's Creed games scheduled. If you know you're going to play all of those, you're probably getting one a year. The other thing about it is they do a really good job, or at least they have, of dropping an Assassin's Creed game and then doing DLC to keep you in that one game for like 2 years. But if they're dropping 3, look, really looking forward to Assassin's Creed Hex. I think that's the potential for something like that, just being truly different and allowing them to really explore what Assassin's Creed could/should be, I think is incredibly exciting. Does it mean give them $18 a month? I don't know. If I didn't have Game Pass, I might consider it. Game Pass to me is a better deal at almost the same price because I can get games from almost everybody. And a lot of times Ubisoft games eventually end up in there.
Yep.
So, maybe not worth it to spend that. Also, with the money that I'm saving in not having to buy the Xbox, Activision, Bethesda titles day one, I can spend that $70 or whatever on a Ubisoft title because I don't have to spend it on the titles I would spend it on for, again, like a Starfield, an Elder Scrolls, an Indiana Jones, or like all the stuff that Microsoft showed yesterday. Like 90% of that, I don't have to shell out any extra money other than the monthly payment that I'm giving them already, which already has hundreds of games in it, tons of which I play on a regular. I play something in Game Pass every day. Every day.
That's true.
So, anyway, I am looking forward to getting into the deep dive. We'll talk more about it on tomorrow night's show.
Absolutely.
When we do our regular show for Lotus Nights Weekly, we'll dig a little bit into, again, what Microsoft showed and some of the aftermath, because Phil Spencer did do an interview afterwards. So we'll get into a little bit of that. we are going to talk tomorrow a little bit about, again, it's Men's Mental Health Month, so we are going to dig a little bit into that. I'm working on getting a couple more guests in this week so we can make sure we properly celebrate Pride Month as well. So, you know, looking forward to tomorrow and getting in tomorrow's show. Sin and I are probably going to back off and play some Streets of Rage or something, beat up some folks or something. In the meantime, this evening,
these fisticuffs.
Streets of Rage 4 is, you know, has been calling. You know, but yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys all tomorrow. And Loading Science Weekly when we go live at 8:30 regular time.
Looking forward to seeing y'all there. Looking forward to it.
It's gonna be a good time. So for myself and for Sin, thank you all for tuning in and for jumping in the chat and speaking along with us. Look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. We're out. Toodles and loose.
Loading snacks.